They're all gone. I need the police. I don't know who it is to come.
You need
They're all
police
gone.
or medical?
I need medical. I hear one of the kids, they're breathing. They're trying to breathe. My nieces, his nephews, I think they're gone, and then he's in the bed with his wife, and they're deceased as well.
One of the children's gasping. They look like they've all been shot in the back of the head. The 2 adults are dead in the bed.
Okay. And do they have gunshot wounds too?
Fire medical service.
Yes.
Okay.
Do not hang up.
Gunshot wounds and blood coming out their ear.
He had already been arrested once, accused of doing something so disturbing to children, even investigators struggled to describe it publicly. A judge ordered him away from kids, away from his own family, away from the home he once shared with his wife. But somehow, months later, that same man was back inside an apartment with the very people the court tried to protect. And by the next morning, a mother was dead. 2 little girls were gone. An 11-year-old boy was fighting for his life. And the man at the center of it all was lying beside them. But what makes this case truly horrifying is that the woman who died trying to hold her family together had once begged the court to let him come home. This is the case of Schinara Patterson. Schinara Patterson was the kind of woman people naturally gravitated toward. She was warm, creative, hardworking, the type of mother who somehow managed to carry the weight of an entire household while still making people smile. Living in Las Vegas, Nevada, Schinara built a name for herself as a talented cosmetologist and event planner. She braided hair, customized decorations, created souvenirs for parties, baby showers, birthdays, anything people needed to make a moment feel special. And when people spoke about her after her death, almost everyone said the same thing. She would help anybody. But behind the smiling photos and beautiful family images, there was a darkness slowly growing inside her home. In 2019, Schinara married 42-year-old Marvin Ray Patterson. Their wedding looked beautiful from the outside. Family gathered around them. Pictures captured smiling faces. Promises were exchanged publicly. And one of the most emotional moments of that day was Schinara's father walking her down the aisle. That moment meant everything to her. Because not long afterward, her father passed away. The loss devastated her. People close to Schinara said she leaned heavily on Marvin after that. Emotionally, spiritually, mentally, she attached herself deeply to him. And for a while, Marvin appeared to be exactly what she needed. Not just a husband, but a protector. A father figure to her children. Someone who stepped into the role of family man. Together, they raised Schinara's 2 children, while also caring for the child they shared together. From the outside, they looked normal, happy even. But appearances can become dangerous when they hide what's really happening behind closed doors. Because while Schinara was building a life, Marvin was hiding secrets that would eventually destroy everything around him. In October 2022, everything changed. Marvin Patterson was arrested. Authorities accused him of deeply disturbing crimes involving children. The allegations were so serious that even hearing about them made people sick. And immediately, the court placed strict restrictions on him. He was not allowed around children, not allowed to return home, not allowed to be near Schinara or the kids. At first, his bail was set at $100,000, an amount so high he couldn't afford to get out. For a moment, it looked like the system had worked, like maybe Schinara and the children would finally be safe. But then, something happened that would later haunt everyone connected to this case. A new judge took over, and suddenly, Marvin's bail dropped from $100,000 to just $10,000, low enough for him to walk free. Prosecutors reportedly argued against it, but it didn't matter. And according to reports, Schinara herself advocated for his release. That detail would later break people's hearts, because many began asking the same painful question. Why? Why would a mother fight for a man accused of harming children? But people who survive toxic relationships often don't think like outsiders think they should. Fear changes people. Trauma changes people. Emotional dependency changes people. And grief can make someone cling tightly to the very person destroying them, especially after losing her father, especially while trying to hold together 3 children and a collapsing household. Because by late 2023, their lives were falling apart financially. The family lost their home. Bills were... Then came December 11th, 2023. Around 10 in the morning, Marvin's brother made a horrifying phone call to 911. His voice shook with panic. Because inside that apartment, he had just walked into a nightmare. Bodies everywhere. Children unresponsive. One child still gasping for air. And in the bedroom, Marvin and Schinara lying side by side. Shot. Investigators would later determine that sometime during the night, Marvin murdered Schinara, then murdered 2 innocent little girls, 14-year-old Kazaya, 6-year-old Zamira. And when he reached 11-year-old DJ, the child somehow survived. Imagine that terror. An 11-year-old boy waking up inside pure evil, realizing his mother was gone, his sisters were gone, his entire world destroyed in a single night. And the person responsible was someone once trusted as family. Police later learned Marvin had recently texted his brother about being evicted and losing his car. His life was collapsing financially. His control was disappearing. And for men with deeply unstable personalities, that combination can become deadly. Especially family annihilators. Because family annihilators often don't see their families as separate human beings. They see them as extensions of themselves. Possessions. And when they feel like they're losing control of life, they choose destruction over humiliation. Not because they love their family.
By the time danger becomes obvious, many victims already feel emotionally trapped. And sadly, children often become trapped with them. As news spread, another emotional layer emerged. DJ survived, badly injured, but alive. And updates from the hospital gave people a small piece of hope inside an otherwise devastating story. His biological father posted emotional videos online, describing DJ moving his arms, yawning, slowly fighting his way back. People across social media prayed for him. But even after the murders, the chaos didn't stop. Family conflict exploded publicly online. Arguments, accusations, old wounds reopening during grief. Because tragedy doesn't just destroy lives. Sometimes it destroys families from the inside out. Schinara's sister Kayla openly expressed anger online. Pain poured from every word she spoke. Not just grief for her sister, but frustration over years of dysfunction, violence, and warning signs people claim existed long before the murders happened. And honestly, that's one of the most chilling parts of this entire case. The possibility that the danger was visible long before the shooting ever happened. That maybe there were moments where this story could have ended differently. A different judge, a different decision, a different place to stay. And maybe today, 3 innocent people would still be alive. At Schinara's funeral, family members cried openly as music filled the room. And you could feel something deeper than sadness. Exhaustion. The exhaustion that comes from realizing someone you loved spent their final months carrying pain nobody fully understood. Now an 11-year-old boy must grow up carrying memories no child should ever have. A mother is gone. 2 little girls are gone. And an entire family was shattered forever. All because one man decided his suffering mattered more than everyone else's lives. Cases like this force people to confront uncomfortable truths. Sometimes the most dangerous people don't look dangerous at all. Sometimes love blinds people to warning signs. And sometimes the people trying hardest to keep a family together become the very ones destroyed by it.
If you believe stories like this deserve to be heard, please like and subscribe, because every victim deserves a voice.